What's up? I got a call. The alarm had been broken. Security been breached. Apparently, Vander went in here looking up for what I was looking for, and man, uh, apparently whoever left the locker when we were on our off days, people sit in here, and I found the damn depth chart that Stoops left on the bench.
That's what happened. I was wondering what the fuck happened.
I don't like that shit there because nobody else got the key.
That's what I'm saying. I can't get in. I can't get in the building.
We gotta get you. We gotta get you some clearance. We gotta get you retina.
That's what I'm saying.
Scanned, or we gotta get you a security card to let you get in.
I got the fingerprint. But the retina one wouldn't work.
That's what the problem was, man. Oh man. So apparently we own the locker on a day that's not a locker day, but nonetheless, there's news to be broke, and who's better to break it? And one thing about it is, I love to gloat. When I proved you wrong, well, I don't think anyone can prove us wrong, because in a game of football, a game of sport, any sport, if you beat me one play, then I come back and beat you, then we keep going back and forth. That's what the game is about. Fact. It's not. I don't think nobody wins till you get to the end and you feel defeated, even if the scoreboard doesn't say so. If I don't feel defeated by you, I still didn't lose. Fact. But I start off with this, and you were on Sunday Morning Sports Talk with me yesterday. Damn.
Yeah. Right. Right.
We had Dusty Bonner on there, and we spoke about my offensive line in my senior year. Dusty Bonner's offensive line his sophomore year were all sophomore and freshmen. Van Hiles, do you know? And I know we talked a lot about the offensive line just because that's something we had to do. First of all, do you know what our offensive line is going to look like on Saturday? And does that not give you pause? Because yesterday morning on Sunday Morning Sports Talk and yesterday evening on Round the Shots, I told you there should be pause based off our offensive line. What I'm hearing and the vibe I'm getting. Do you have pause at this point?
No.
Oh, shit.
We playing Miami of Ohio. Have you not seen their defensive line depth chart? Nobody over there scares me. Nobody. Now, we were playing Alabama this week. I would hit the reset button and say, we need to do something a little different. No. 0.
Hold on. Wait one MFing minute. Wait one MFing minute. How does it not give you pause because it's not Alabama? The fact that you have to play 2 redshirt freshmen, and we talked all off season. I do know there's injuries to Horsey, little bang-ups, but I'm saying just because we're playing. No, I'm saying the fact that you have to call. You played on a team where Craig Yeast was the best receiver available, and he was a true freshman. And I guess he turned out to be a great player.
No. He wasn't the best receiver available because we were not running routes. We were running.
He was the best receiver available. Who was better than him?
No.
Even at that point.
Listen to me. We were running the I-bone. You need to fucking know how to block more than catch.
We ain't running the I-bone.
Huh?
Well, why you call it the I-bone?
No, you're right. His freshman year, we ran that Colorado offense. Yeah. It was still sprint option.
No.
You need to know.
I said best available wide receiver is what I said. And you hold on to your thought that he ain't.
No, I'm holding on to that. For that system, he wasn't the best because you need to know how to fucking block. Dude, we stalk block. We stalk block for 2 periods against the receivers. You don't stalk. Anthony, how many times when you were there with Hal Muhammad did y'all ever stalk block?
Yeah.
0. I guarantee y'all had 0.
Yeah, I give you that much. Hold on. Get it together. Oh, shit.
Landon Young played as a freshman. So
Okay.
it's having a freshman start. What's the double A kid? I don't want to say his name and butcher it up.
Who?
The double A kid.
Alex Safari?
No, in the past, the offensive lineman. God, I don't want to say his name because I can't think of it. Hyphenated.
Ajay.
Yeah. He started as a freshman. So I'm not, and none of these are true freshmen. They're redshirt freshmen. Wasn't Jagger Burton a All-American? High school?
Probably. He was Mr. Kentucky, probably.
So, hell, you come with some damn accolades, your ass better be ready to play.
Man. The only reason we take a time out of our personal lives at this point to come on here is not for you to bullshit and blow smoke. Okay, I'm gonna force you to give credit. I'm gonna force you to give credit where credit is due. Just what is the last? Okay, in April. Is this April? Let me see. Yeah. No, August 24th. Here's a prediction. Wait a minute. How did I miss the offensive part? Hold on. Prediction of the depth chart. Why is it only showing skill player, wide receivers, tight ends? It was supposed to be Buford, Horsey, Cox, Manning, and Flax.
Facts.
Just the 24th of August.
Facts.
5 days ago.
Facts.
Man, are you not going to admit to me? Are you not going to admit to me that you either gave these upperclassmen a chance, and you know damn well if you give these upperclassmen a chance, and I just can't go to battle with you. Now I understand these young bulls can come in and be like, here, give me meat. They can do that. They can do that. You got to give pause to the fact that we give it, because here's the damn. I can't stay on track. You're gonna put for Kavosiey Smoke to start because he's a senior. I don't care what everybody say. He's starting because he's a senior. But yet you got upperclassmen and seniors that you pulling back because freshmen have jumped them to start in this game. Now the only outlet you got is to tell me, well, hey, White, I think those seniors have done their thing. They may be a little banged up. They're going to let the youngsters play so we can see what they got before we go to the swamp. That's the only outlet I'm giving you. So I stole your thunder if that's what you was going to say. And if you wasn't going to say it, don't steal my shit.
Well, here's the thing. From what I'm not in Lexington, so all I know is I've heard Horsey is hurt. So that's why he's not banged up. Yeah, all right, so he's banged up. Now, hear me this then. You tell me because I don't know. If we were playing Florida week 1, is he healthy enough to play?
Well, hold on. Now, the better question is, not the better question, but the realistic question is, do we not play him this week so we will have him in better shape for Florida?
That's what I'm saying.
Or do we not start him? But I mean, if it was week 1 and he had to play injured, would he? I don't know. I don't know the depth of that injury.
So I don't know. But for him to be on the depth chart means he's able to play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I would say for him, Jacob, maybe it's this. Just like you said, they're rewarding Kavosiey Smoke for coming back, and he's a senior. Maybe they're rewarding Burton for having a great camp. But if he don't play well, Horsey puts his ass right back in the game. And to me, Deion Buford was only a sophomore. So him and Wiley are kind of in the same boat. Right?
Yeah.
And even though we was hearing Buford was the one with the ones, I've heard all along that Wiley was making headway. So maybe, you know how it is. When you got a lot of talent, maybe Buford stacked a couple bad practices up together and slid down, and Wiley was balling. So, but the great thing about it, right? For me, maybe this is what happened. As I'm thinking about it, maybe Flax didn't have a backup, like a real backup they trust. And Keontae has been balling. He's not a starter, but they trust him enough to play him in spot duty if needed. Here's a question. If Wally goes down with an injury, who goes play the left tackle? Would it be Buford or would it be Goodwin? That would tell me if that move was to bag up Flax or that move was he wasn't balling.
I give you that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna see where you're gonna go. I might put a poll out there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put it on here. I'm gonna put a poll out after because I ain't used to doing this off on my day off, man. I just got out of school. I work at the alternative school. We had a kid.
You ain't hear one up, did you?
No, not today.
He said not today.
Not today. Hey, my reputation is starting to precede me. When I say, hey, knock it off. They tend to knock it off.
Okay, I got you.
But here, I ain't gonna jump around when I said about Kavosiey Smoke and everything I told you yesterday evening, not everything I said yesterday morning. Yesterday evening, Justin Rogers starting at the nose.
Shocking.
Tackle.
Shocking.
Yeah. So I'm saying, is there not a theme to you where I think there's loyalty to Smoke, there's loyalty to Rogers, there's loyalty to Asian. The only one that didn't get no loyalty, I don't think, was Drew Phillips.
I'm not sure that's loyalty to Ty. I'm not sure because his backup is a transfer. If it's, I'm not sure.
Couldn't Afari be his backup as well?
Who?
Afari.
No, Childress is his backup. Childress is his backup. Afari is backing up the nickel.
I'm saying, could you see? But it ain't that big of a deal on a nickel. Like if you need a first down, you could put a slot in the game, or you could put me in as a running back out of the backfield.
Right.
The slot can get open. I can get open.
Right.
And that's where when they say nickel, you put a lot of credence. So I'm sure you know something I don't. But I feel like you say nickel, okay, lined up as nickel, which really ain't a position because nickel is a specialty package to me. Now, somebody can run nickel all game if you got a dog at that nickel position.
We ran nickel all game last year.
Those are dogs.
We ran nickel with Robinson last year.
But you got to take somebody. You can't list 12 people. You can't list 12 people and say, right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, this game, not this year. This game with Jordan Wright being out, they're going to play nickel.
Yeah. I give you that.
So just this game. So that means what they're gonna do, they're gonna put Smith at corner, Andrew Phillips at nickel, and Valentine's other corner. Then you're gonna put Ty and Geiger at safety.
I get it. And where Lovett gonna be? When Lovett gonna play? He gonna play.
See, here's what I'm surprised they did what they did. I would like Geiger to go down to nickel because he's played it last year. They played it well. Put him down.
He got better size than the other ones.
What's that?
Geiger has better size than the other ones, and I may just because he wore number 34. So yeah, he could look like a linebacker number.
He's bigger than Phillips, so move him down a nickel, right, and put Lovett at his free safety spot. So that's what I thought. That's what I thought they were going to do, but you also get. It depends on like you said, if they're gonna put Yeasty and you in the slot, then maybe it's good to put Phillips in the slot and keep Smith on the outside and add some link. Then you got Valentine and Smith with link. Andrew Phillips, who's your starting corner, playing on that slot. That makes more sense if it's you and Yeast. Now, if they go into not heavy set, 2 tight ends, stack the tight ends. And now it might be better to put somebody with some size down there because they're probably going to run. So it seems like Miami of Ohio likes to toss that thing around. So maybe that's why they went with, I would call more of a small package than a medium package.
Well, I came in hot. Because earlier, late last week until Monday of this week, the projected starting lineups, projected depth charts have changed tremendously.
Who was projecting this though?
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but who's getting inside scoop? That's why when me and you talk, I got reasons I think certain things are gonna happen, and I take the factor in that Stoops is a player's coach. Like, dude, one thing, you played your senior year, I played as a senior. You know, Benny Snell didn't, Randall Cobb didn't, Tim Couch didn't. There's a lot of greats who didn't play their senior years, so because they was already out the door. But I'm saying, Boom Williams. But I'm saying, when you come back your senior year and you ain't caused no problems, you gotta. I mean, there's a party of people. Oh, this person is better, man. I mean, come on, man. There's a reason you got to let people.
Yeah, I agree.
And
there are two people whom that jumped out at me: Kavase Smoke and Justin Rogers. All the rest of them, I could
Jagger Burton. I ain't heard Jagger Burton. So Jagger Burton didn't surprise you at all.
Well, no, because I knew I didn't even think Horse would be even on the depth chart.
Oh, okay.
So no, that didn't shock me. And not because he jumped Horsey. Horsey's been hurt. From what I heard, he hasn't been practicing. Now, the other one shocked me. Hold up. That's the other one. One more shocked me. Upshaw.
Right. Yeah.
How is he?
That didn't really surprise me.
No, it's not like he's an or on number 2. He's an or on number 1.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I might be looking at the wrong thing. Don't they have Dingle and Dingle starting?
Yeah, they got him at the other tight end.
Okay. See, I got two there because I got up some data where I was gonna let you know what happened just last week, end of last week, and what's today, and I keep on clicking the wrong screens. Okay. So Upshaw don't surprise me. Sunday morning, remember Larry Vaught said that Upshaw hadn't been talked about. Now, if I'm telling you, here's the other thing about where I thought about the offensive line, you're not really worried about it. That all I keep hearing, the defensive line been kicking offensive line's ass. So, and now at the week of the game, you throwing all these, we got to do something. The last time I seen that happen was my senior year and my red shirt freshman year. Not at the offensive line, but at running back when we was just, throwing people in like, hey, this dude ain't good enough. This dude ain't good enough.
Let me say this. Wasn't Oxendine balling until he got hurt? Like, balling against SEC teams. Not against these non-conference
schedules. I know Ox ball.
No, that's what wasn't Ox balling. Didn't Ripka come through towards the end of the season?
Yeah.
Isn't Johai Hayes a damn anchor? It's gonna be tough to move that big, you know what?
Yeah.
Right? And then they come in Deion Walker and they got Khalil Sanders, whom our boy Anwar Stewart said at the end of last year that it was finally starting to click.
Okay.
So our D line is great.
Absolutely.
So, and Justin and JJ Weaver and Jordan Wright, if they go against offensive tackles, that's true SEC real defensive end / outside linebackers. Those are rush ends. They're gonna win some. They're gonna probably win more than they lose.
Man,
I'm just
when I played in the air raid, our air raid was dominant, and we tore our defense ass up in practice 98% of the time, unless the weather didn't permit. You know what happened on Saturdays to our defense? They got their ass tore up too. I can't watch you practice. And you being a coach, you was at practices why we probably didn't come on earlier. But you being a coach should realize if you practice a certain way, you're not gonna show up on game day and do something different than what you were doing in practice.
Are you really gonna hook and compare that defense with that numbnuts as a defensive coordinator to what they got now?
But they were doing what they were practicing. They were getting their ass whooped in practice. They didn't make no adjustment. Like whatever it was, they were getting their ass whooped in practice. They got their ass whooped on Saturday.
Okay. I'm gonna bet that our O-line is gonna handle Miami, Ohio this week, even with
absolutely. Oh, okay. You got an epiphany. Van Stradamus.
What? But you're the one who said shouldn't it give you pause? It's week 1. I'm getting no
I'm not
problem.
worried about week 1. I'm worried about man. Hey, listen, hold on. Before you say any motherfucking thing else, I'm going 9 wins. I'm changing my projection.
Okay. All right.
I'm going 9 wins.
Okay.
I'm changing my projection.
If Horsey was playing this week, would you feel better?
If he was playing or starting?
He was starting this week. Would you feel better?
A little bit better.
Okay. So your concern is for you that fucking Wiley hasn't started all fall camp, and now he's the start of the last week of practice. And now you're like, oh my God, how y'all change last minute? That's your concern, right?
Maybe.
Okay. What if Wiley really wasn't a 2? What if they were rotating him the whole time, but we don't see that? What if Wiley got some 1 reps and Buford got some 1 reps, then they flip-flop. And then at the end of the season, they had to make a decision, and Wiley's been playing more consistent than Buford. So we're going to go with Wiley. Now, hold on. Now, the thing about it is the other 4 guys have been locked down in cement. The only reason Horsey not started is because he's been hurt. You got 1 guy who hasn't started pretty much since spring.
Do you really not care that we bring Manning in?
No.
And he starts, and I understand, hold on. We brought Jacquez Green. Jacquez Jones. No. And I understand, hold on. Because Jacquez was dog at Ole Miss, so he's been a dog. But I'm saying, if the only problem I got with the offensive line is there's so many, dude, our whole offensive line are going to be guys who didn't start last year.
Did Eli Cox start last year before he became a starter and became mid-season All-American? Was he a starter?
Did he start before he became a starter? No.
Right.
Was
Luke Fortner a starting center before he became a starting center last year for his first time? No, I'm just giving you an example. You just saying none of these guys have started. Dude, it happens all the time. Anthony, did you start the year before you and Couch gave us a shot in the leg against Louisville that first game? Did you start the year before?
Huh? I started before Hal Mummy got here.
That's the one. I didn't play with Hal Mummy. I'm saying
I started, 96. I started against Alabama, and that's what my last damn game. And that's what my last damn game was that year.
That's what I'm saying. But
I did start. And you see what happened?
No. But you didn't start the year before.
Because I was redshirting.
Whatever. Same thing.
And when they put me in there, I laid an egg, apparently.
Well,
see, so you did, eh? Yeah, come on. I woke up on the right side of the bed this morning, V.
Did Landon Young start the year before he came there when he was a true freshman? Right.
Don't keep on grasping for straws, man. Give me my dub and let's move on to the next.
Here's the deal. I have no problem. I didn't say they were going to be the freaking best offensive line in the country. I ain't got no worries.
We're going to 11 wins with them? You Lil Wayne, I ain't got no worries.
I said 10. Yes. I think with Horsey, Cox, Manning, and Flax, them 4 really good linemen, I think we're good. Does Florida have 5 great offensive linemen? They don't. Does Tennessee have 5 great offensive linemen? They don't. There ain't too many teams, but 5 besides probably Alabama. I don't even think Georgia has 5 great offensive linemen.
Do you know why? Do you know why Manning left Auburn?
Because they got.
I don't know. I'm being genuine. I don't know.
No, they got a new coaching staff, and I think he got hurt and he got jumped. You know, Harsin, isn't that Brian Harsin? Yes, Brian Harsin was first-year coach last year.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a shit show over there.
Yeah, it's a
train wreck.
That it might be worse than Louisville. That's saying something.
Okay, so The only reason we came on her, we about to get up off of here. We just can't. I had to see you face to face because some of the stuff I was telling you yesterday, and we're gonna see what happens in the next 2 weeks. So nothing that was displayed. Oh, let me go because now apparently everybody is watching that we are on because we're not supposed to be on, but we are on.
Right.
I'm on it. The starting lineup this Saturday will be left tackle Dave Wallabo.
Yep.
Left guard Jagger Burton.
Yep.
Redshirt freshman.
Yep.
Center Eli Cox Jr. Right guard Tayshawn Manning, transfer senior.
Grad senior.
Grad transfer senior.
He
Right tackle Jeremy Flats Jr. Tight end Brendan Bates is starter and Keaton Upshaw is the backup.
See, that's the one that or I don't like. If I would have gave pause with Upshaw being number 2.
Why? You don't think he should be number 2?
I know I would have been like, but I'm definitely with him being slated as a 1. That is another him being a senior.
Okay, that's the point I'm about to get to. I didn't get to say the thing behind it.
I'm sorry.
Brendan Bates and Keaton Upshaw seniors. I'm telling you, Stoops is showing that love. That's why when you start throwing them youngsters in there, I'm just kind of like, it gotta be bad off over there, man. It gotta be a little lightweight bad off over there. Tight end / fullback Jordan Dingle and Justice Dingle II, senior and freshman. Isaiah Cumming, they got him in the mix just because he might do. Wide receivers, it ain't interesting. I think this is what we thought anyways. Tavion Robinson, transfer senior. Dane Key, Barian Brown. I don't know. This is coming from Sports Illustrated. So, but I thought I saw on another one where DeMarcus Harris, it was Barian Brown, DeMarcus Harris, and Tavion. Whatever. Will Levis, obviously. Cavassier Smoke, Raymond, Jefferson Burke. So I don't know what Jatan has done. Have no idea. Huh?
Nothing.
What do you mean? You mean a good way nothing or a bad way nothing?
When you have 4 backs, it's kind of like, you know what it's like? I don't know if y'all have it in Kentucky, but in my state, and I just talked to somebody today, his kid had to leave a school. In my state in track, you only can run your top 2 people, right? Even though that third person is just as good as, could probably be the best runner on your rival, but at your school, they're number 3. So they ain't listed. They got to run JV, and they killing people. So they gotta make a choice. So in this situation, the same thing. I think he's just not 2. And like you said, they put Kavasi at 1 because he's a senior. Then they put the guy who really should be starting under him. And Jatan is at number 3. They don't list 3 people. Now, what they could have done is put Orr. But you got 2 seniors there. They probably say, we'll just leave it like that.
Let me ask you this, though, bro. Let me ask you this. Because I know how this shit go, man. I done been, what they call that stuff? I done been hoodwinked, bamboozled. I've been all that. Like, all I do is want to play ball, win games. I do whatever I got to do. If you want me to block all game, I ain't got to touch it. I've done that, and we've lost. I've also fumbled the ball plenty of times in the game when they gave it to me, expecting me out, and we've lost. But I'm going to ask you this. If Cavassier comes out against Miami of Ohio, balls out, go for 150, 175, and Jefferson go for 120, whatever. You can't, if Cavassier come out break off 25, 15, 20, and then go the distance, you really can't take, hold on.
Hot hand.
So now at this point, if I'm the running back coach, I'm going by committee. Okay, Jefferson, it's your turn. Because I know Jefferson can do it, and you really don't want to pull Cavassier out. The same thing happened to me. I have a hot game, they're gonna make sure Artuz get his touches. As when I was a senior, he was a freshman. That's cool. I mean, it wasn't cool, but wasn't nothing I can do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get me 20 or 30 yards every touch. So Kavosiey balls out against this. What goes on in Florida? So I understand the love for the senior. What goes on in Florida if Kavosiey goes for 175 and because of touches, Jefferson goes for 120 or 100, 115.
If Kavosiey goes off, Kavosiey starts next week. Because he just proved he would have proved me wrong and would have proved the coaches
against
right
Miami of Ohio.
Opportunity.
Against Miami of Ohio.
Dude, if Kavosiey Smoke goes for 175, he's gonna start the next game. And I would have no problem with it. If Kavosiey Smoke goes out in Series 1 and can't hit nothing, and Ramon goes for 170 and Jatan goes for 95, Kavosiey moved to number 3. Your negative depth chart is gonna be Ramon.
And rightfully so. And you gave him his opportunity. That's all we ask.
And if he takes advantage of his opportunity,
yeah.
I mean, dude, we all know going for 175 ain't easy. That don't happen too often in college. In high school, yeah. In college, 175, dude.
Ain't you from Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy named Cecil Collins. There's a guy named Cecil Collins.
I already know you're gonna say.
So, I don't know if it's easy or not. But no, hey, Cecil Collins, I hope you ain't watching this show because your boy just said it ain't easy to go for 175 in the game when you was going for 250, 270 against MAC competition and SEC competition.
Dude, you should have seen his ass in high school. Dude, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. He should have been, it should have been, you know how in Pee Wee, how sometimes you so good, they move you up and they won't let you play with the little kid?
Right, yeah.
That they should have moved him up to college 2 years early.
When he was a freshman in high school.
Dude, sophomore high school. Dude, he should have been moved. He should have been redshirted as a college student.
USM Cat fan got a good question. Kavosiey goes for 175. Does that mean the O-line was good enough against a Miami of Ohio team?
I would say this. No, because Horsey is going to start next week. So it would mean that they had some cohesiveness to them. But Horsey, if he's healthy, he's the left guard.
So we're going on record. So you saying this is just a bone or injury move for Jagger Burton?
Yeah,
his finest.
Yes,
Mr. Kentucky.
I think Stoops said that too.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes away a little bit of my pause, but it don't take all the way my pause.
Well, look, I can understand you're a running back and you've been through some shit before. I understand your apprehensions with the O-line not being, what's the word? Not all of them being that dude that probably came from last year's team, or if they didn't start last year, they played meaningful for reps. I understand that. I just trust. I trust the scheme, and I trust that this legacy of this unit makes it hard. It's like I don't know if you remember back in the 80s with the Miami defense, and in the 80s and 90s with the Nebraska defense. It didn't matter who they threw out there. They had a legacy to hold on to. Those black shirts, and then that swag of Miami in the 90s. I think that's what this big blue wall has. I think they have that intangible thing, that unit that I don't think it's gonna ever be broken.
No, and that's what I was on. That's what I was on from the beginning, Van. But you don't understand when you talked about the guys returning is the cohesiveness of y'all running the game. I ain't got to give you a whole body. I'm just gonna post you
right
to get you, so my dude can, so my guard can grab you, and Jason Watson's that dude. So I'm saying, what you don't understand is my junior year, which my sophomore year was my best year, I think, statistically. But I felt best my junior year. I just had to split opportunities with every damn body.
Okay.
My senior year, I had a sophomore quarterback after losing the first pick overall.
Ding, 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 ding.
In a sophomore line. The whole line was sophomore and freshman. But you pointed out, man, we went 4-4 in the SEC with Tim. We went 4-4 in the SEC with Dusty.
Yeah.
So my point was, I understand the rigors of, and there's gonna be some growing pains.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I guess you pose a good question, and I'm banking on the legacy of the Big Blue Wall. I'm banking on the legacy of the Big Blue Wall, but at a certain point, everything Mo Williams did while he was playing, it didn't mean when Mo Williams left, Ray McLaurin's about to run like Mo. Anthony White wasn't about to run like Mo. You could bank on it all day long. We might miss a block and Mo gonna make 3 or 4 people miss. But once you get out there and that don't happen, now you start looking around who gonna do what.
Yeah,
it was part of growing pains from the program.
I'm gonna have to see it. I just trust that we had what was this year the year where we didn't do well on the offensive line as far as recruiting. I think this year was a weak year.
I don't know.
I think this year we didn't recruit.
The ones that's coming in next year, you mean?
No, the ones that
the ones that came in this year.
Yeah, just good one.
Wait a minute.
I don't think there's another really good
one. You're right. Oh, you're right. I didn't think about that. You're right.
So, and the reason why I think that because you got young guys. I mean, I think that they trust this young group with Young and Buford and Burton and Wally. And dude, this, if you really think about it, if you take out Cox, was Cox a junior or sophomore? I know Flax is a junior.
He's a junior.
So you got 2 juniors. If you take Manning out, all these kids are pretty young. I think that sets up for really good in these next couple of years. I have faith that these guys, because all these guys, it's all of them, is this freshman class, didn't John Young play for Slarman? Yeah. No. They were recruited by Slar. So this freshman class, the last class that has an affiliation with Slar. I think after that, then you might start losing some of that legacy maybe a few years on the road because some of these guys would not have had that contact. But I don't know, with Jake Jackson staying here, you might not ever lose it.
Yes, yeah. Let me see. I ain't never. Okay, so I'm gonna get over to the defensive side of the ball. No, but I ain't gonna say pause.
Okay.
And I know we've been for a lot of years. And don't get me wrong, I'm just pointing out stuff that should be discussed. If I believe in something, you'll see me raise my eyebrows, get in the camera, poke out my chest. But we got JJ Weaver starting outside backer, true freshman Keaton Wade backing him up. We got Trayvon Ripka starting, redshirt freshman Khalil Sanders backing him up. Justin Rogers starting nose guard, Josiah Hayes, both juniors. Then you got Ox, the junior, backed up by a true freshman Deion Walker. Now, middle linebacker, you got Jock Jones, senior, obviously. He's backed up by a junior, Derek Jackson. DeAndre Square is backed up by a sophomore, Trevin Wallace, which we know could play. I don't know why I miss Martez. So Martez Thrower must have.
Young and list 2.
Okay, and that's just listing.
Yeah,
but I'm cool with our lineup and the backers. I'm cool with our lineup and backups. Like it ain't too much a drop. But there's a lot of freshmen, redshirt freshman experience is a lot, and you know as well as I know, your first year. I don't care how good you do, you still gonna make a whole lot of mistakes, just because it's stuff you're not accustomed to. That's how you learn. So you got Drew Phillips, who at nickel, backed up by Alex Afari, true freshman. Keidron Smith, transfer senior, backed up by Drew, sophomore. Carrington Valentine, junior, backed up by freshman. And then Tyrell backed up by Zion Childress.
Hold on, Maxwell Harrison's a redshirt freshman. Seems like he's been here a minute.
he might have took the COVID, then he might have took the red shirt, then the COVID.
Okay, because this is dude, he's been here a minute. Last year was not his first year.
Yeah, and so I don't know. There's a lot of young talent. You know what I know. I'm not sure if we just want to rely on it, but
well, here's the deal.
I ain't worried about the defense anyways.
Here's the deal. Maxwell Harrison is listed, right, as a corner, right? He might not play in that rotation. The rotation is Smith, Phillips, and Valentine.
Right.
You just got to put a guy at number 2.
Right. Didn't Afari play a little corner too? They don't have him listed as a corner as well.
Not yet.
Well, not listed, but when he was coming out, I was watching film on him at corner, and I thought I was watching some at corner.
He could have been.
And I was like, man, put you in the box, man. You're too aggressive.
If he's able to play nickel, he could probably play a little corner.
Yeah. Because he if he work in space.
Yeah.
Freshman backups won't hurt us. Okay. I mean, I agree with you. USM Cat fan. I mean, I give you that much. I don't think we're gonna have to rely on like the years me and Van was playing, where we had to rely on freshmen at certain points. But
yeah,
I just wonder if anything go wrong, you know what it's gonna be. I the only concern I got from the depth chart, like I ain't worried about really so much about Justin. I don't know if we're gonna miss Wright a whole lot in this game.
Right.
Running back, it don't matter who you plug in. I don't care. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Cavassier, Jefferson, McLean.
I agree.
Any of them. I don't even care if it's Donut. We good, but that offensive line, man, it's just a carousel. It's just too many things moving. And Yinzer told us on Sunday mornings that he gonna go, and which Slarman was successful with it, you know, rotating offensive line in. So that kind of gave you the thing that, okay, maybe these people, maybe it's just going to be committee, everybody coming in. But one thing sticking back in my mind, that they say that defense was whooping that offense ass all summer.
Yeah. You will see in what, 4 days? You will see if our defensive line, if our defensive line is that good, or you're going to see our offensive line that bad. Because our defensive line should fucking wreak havoc on Miami of Ohio offensive line. They should murder them.
If Miami of Ohio picked to win the match, whatever that means. I mean, Miami of Ohio's picked to win the match, whatever that means. So
they won't face another front like ours unless they play another SEC team.
Okay. So I guess we good with everything. No problems?
If we don't score over 40 points, I got a big problem. And that will give, if we don't score over 40 points, that's going to give me pause for this Florida game.
So the other question is, did I not hear you say last night on Round of Shots, and I could be wrong, honestly, did I not hear you say that you gave, in your prediction, you gave Miami of Ohio like 20 points or something?
Yeah, because I'm hoping that we can whip their ass and we can rest our starters and we put in fucking twos and walk-ons in the third and the fourth quarter, and they just happen to score 2 tutties on us. That's what I'm hoping, or 10 points.
We expecting our backups to be Afari.
No. I don't think you heard what I said. I said backups and walk-ons.
We're not putting third stringers. Don't get in, dude.
Dude, Anthony, if we whooping that ass 50 something to 10, they gotta put in some people. All right. Well, if they don't, then it should be 50 something to 13. Then
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I don't know if you noticed or not. We don't really pull our starters to like middle of the third.
Well,
and when I'm saying, you know how many young, I'm talking about defensively. You talking about them dogs, them little young jokers, love it. whoever. I mean, we got a 3-person carousel at the corner, so one of them got to play. Afari, thrower.
Kobe Albert.
Oh man. Not none that don't have to put Deion Walker in to get him some scrub time.
No, you know, Deion Walker can't be playing that. See, that's what I'm saying. Deion Walker can't be playing that time either.
I'm telling you, if they put the scrubs in, it's gonna get worse. Not scrubs, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the backups.
I'm hoping that the backups play the third quarter. The starters after halftime, they just hang their shoulder pads
it's
up.
Gonna be at least two drives in the third quarter before he pulls the starters. Even if you're up by 40.
Okay.
If you're up by 50, maybe, but which is tough to do.
Yeah, no, shit.
If we're up by 40, it's gonna be 2 drives in the third quarter that before they pull.
All right. If that's the case, it'll be 50-something to 10.
See, USM Cat fans see what I'm talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Who just said that? You and Cobb over there texting. You and Cobb over there texting. He said it before you said it, actually, because he typed it in before you said it. The deeper the depth chart, the Athletic Cat seems like get it. All right, well, I'm glad we got to have a chest. I didn't want to seem like I had jumped the gun. I don't know, man. I want to see what the offensive line gonna do, and I go on record saying I do not blame Yenser for anything that happens if the offensive line, because he has some young talent. I do think Jagger's gonna be a dog. I think Wallerbo's gonna be a dog. I think what's the big dude's name again?
John Young.
Keontae Goodwin's gonna be a dog.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be some dogs around. There's gonna be some barking going on. I just think that I don't know, just the way everything I've been hearing. I ain't heard nothing about the offensive line, but from what I've heard in the inside, offensive line is getting that ass handed to him. Then for the last 2 weeks, we see all these juggling parts. I don't know. And our defense line might be that bad. If they hurt Horsey, if you hurt with a damn offensive lineman, because I know that damn defensive line coach ain't gonna call them dogs off. He ain't gonna tell them to hold on.
Right.
Oh, that's a good point, Moonshine. If we do get up 40, 50 piece, I do want to see. Are you interested to see what we got? Just in case Will is unavailable.
I don't know, man. Because unless Coach Stoops is into mollywhopping motherfuckers, all they're gonna do is hand the ball off.
Yeah, but if you hand it off and they in the second team offense line and you in 3rd and 8,
I think they're still gonna hand it off.
No, I think you run a slant, maybe a screen.
Okay, that's fair.
You can hand it off. It ain't. Now you gotta understand, this ain't 2018. This ain't 3rd and 14, and we run a quarterback draw or a running back draw.
Yeah.
So gotta give these people a little credit. We done came a little ways. Still trying to figure Stoops out. I think Stoops trying to protect his job. Like I said, playing some of them freshmen, man. Kudos to my man Stoops, man. Play them freshmen. I know how it is for you to be in the game, and they trying to get prepared for after you leave. Even though you got 100 yards in the first half against Vandy and finished with 115. But I'm just saying, I know how that goes.
You stupid.
All right, man. And if it wouldn't been for your boy Jimmy, RIP Jimmy, I might have probably had 140 in the first half. But yeah. So man, we appreciate y'all for checking us out. Man, go Cats, man. Oh, we will be back Wednesday. I don't know why I'm acting like this is the last show. We'll be back Wednesday. This is something we just had to drop off. People was asking about the depth chart. I looked at the depth chart. I know just yesterday, Van and I had discussions on 2 different shows about this depth chart. And I feel like I won that battle. I feel like there was pause on the offensive line, and the decisions made, I think, presents Paul. Van thinks we're going to be okay. And Van has absolute right to think we're going to be okay, because I don't know the last time our offensive line was bad. I don't even know in the history when our offensive line might have been bad. Even when our teams was bad, the offensive line wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Damn, that's a good point.
So, anyways, we the Miami first string D line will be standing up in lane Dudes in the middle of the third quarter. Gassed. Yeah. So we're gonna see a lot of young guys because it's gonna be a long season. And just like last year happened, we got a lot of young talent that everybody wants to see. So this week's game is gonna be interesting. So you may as well tune in to see it. And I don't know if we just blew up our show for Wednesday because we got to re-up on some new information.
Right.
Because everything we talk about now may be pertinent or may not be pertinent for Wednesday. But we appreciate y'all for joining us. And Cobby Cobb ain't going to stop commenting. So Deuce Hogan is second string quarterback. I mean, it's that's stupid.
Touche.
we appreciate y'all for joining us, man. We're going to be back here Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If we want to continue this on Twitter, I probably won't be up. Van's on Central Time. He'll be up. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll get back to it. Man, thank y'all for peeping us out. Go Cats!